live, waiting for the commercial. As I look down at my iPad. I always move in my chair. It's a nice day here. We've had a lot of rain.
Yeah.
A lot of rain. Which it's been dry, so it's good. Some river flooding, no, that's not good. I'm the weather person today. I don't have a commercial on my iPad.
I just got one.
Okay, my iPad's kind of hung up. Okay. Hey, friends. Happy Wednesday, Friends Day. I'm so glad you're here with us today. I am working on a big lion face, and it's in sort of that teenagerly ugly phase, which I just associated teenagers with ugly. Didn't mean to do that. I'm just awkward. That's still not so good. I'm still kind of just figuring out where things are going. Oh, I just got a commercial. Emily's here with me tonight.
Hello.
So while I describe what I'm painting on, we're gonna work on the face tonight.
Cute.
So this is a 20 by 20 inch cradled wood panel from U.S. Art Supply. It's 1.5 inches thick. I used, just because it'll fit in my water jar, a 2-inch cheap chipboard brush from Blick Art Materials for the background. The background looks gray. I just used Mars black and titanium white. There's actually a little burnt umber in it, so it's a warm gray, but it's not as warm gray as my walls, so it looks grayer. And it's not as warm gray as my sketch that I did. Just kind of roughly figuring out if I'm gonna like this. I think maybe that's why this is bugging me a little bit too, because I'm getting into more detail than I did here. But there's things about this I want to change as well. Oh, maybe I should take a second and mention. So I printed out, the reference photo is on pixabay.com. I printed out a little one that would fit on my sketch, and I traced it on my sketchbook. And then I just folded it in half. You guys probably know this. It's a simple little trick. Fold it in half and fold it in half, and then you have a little mini grid. It's cut in 4s, or marked in 4s. So then I just marked with a ruler. I used to have white lines, 4s. So that helped me draw it. So I get the nose. I don't get the nose too high or too low, that kind of thing. It's a little side tip that you make just in case you don't know about it. This I printed out the photo to scale, scribbled on the back of it with chalk pastel, with chalk pastel, and traced it. Especially the bigger I get, the more I trace for speed. But now when I'm getting a little larger in size, I trace for accuracy because it's easier. The bigger the thing, the easier it is to get off. Or you could do little, like a small grid. That would keep you, keep the structure there. I'm using a really limited palette. There's a lot of setup here. I always use Liquitex paints, well, at least so far. I shouldn't probably say always. So yellow Oxide and burnt umber are my 2 colors. You can see that a little bit better. They're both opaque colors. The box is filled in. And then Mars black and titanium white. I don't really count black and white as color, but you can. So I'm saying this is a 2-color painting. You could argue and say it's a 4-color painting. I've got Mr. Sun reminding me of where the light's coming from. And I think, I see people. Hi, guys. Oh, here, I'll show you my palette, and then, Emily, I'll toss it to you in a minute. Oh, for the eye, I used my number 4 round that I have sitting here. I have a couple of them from Princeton, just because it's easier to handle. For the little, I don't have a lot of detail, but just for some of those little shapes in the eye. The rest of the painting, I'm using a 1-inch flat brush from Low Cornell. I used oh, thank you. Was I bumping it?
No, I just thought about it.
The number 4 round, like on the nose. I'm pushing myself to be looser. But when I'm right on top of this, I really don't like this, but it'll be fine. I know it'll be fine. I'm just building. And so there's my palette, and I have pretty big puddles because I've got a fan going. So yellow Oxide, a little burnt umber makes, gosh, I don't know what color that is. I was thinking it's a tube color, but it's not coming to mind. Burnt umber and black, Mars black, black with some titanium white to make a gray. Okay, that sets the table.
Okay. Let's see here. So far tonight in the chat, we have Cindy, Susie, and Deborah, and then 10 other friends are hanging with us.
Hey, friends, thanks. I was saying to Emily, I thought it might be kind of quiet because in the States, it's the 4th of July tomorrow, which is a holiday. So I'm looking at my reference photo. I think I'm going to use this for where I want attention and brighter color. And I think I'm going to paint with this until I have more of my puzzle solved. Oh, did I cut you off, hon?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm going to paint the forehead, not maybe. I say kind of maybe is what I'm going to do.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
Where did I do it? There's a line that goes up into here. Here, I made that this was much darker. Well, let's just kind of connect that. Kind of, maybe, sort of. Chris, what I'm telling myself now is I don't have to be exact. Oh, I'm going to grab my kneaded eraser. It takes me a minute to warm up. It reminds me when I played sports. Warm up before the game.
Mm-hmm.
Takes me a minute to kind of get back into a painting. This is my second line ever. I don't know why I had to say that, but I linked the other line in the video's description. It's dark background. I think I used a third color. It'll say in the video description. Yeah, I'm painting fussy and slow here. I need to kind of.
You can be fussy. Oh, I can hear it because I have the headphones on. I hear my lotion. You can hear it squirt into my hands.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I washed my hands so much today that they're like crusty.
You were cooking?
Yeah, I made or right before I came here, I made cupcakes for tomorrow.
Oh.
Or the main part. I haven't done the frosting and stuff, but.
Kind of see a triangle shape. Download the reference photo if you kind of want to see what I'm looking at, or kind of. All of a sudden I realized, I think I've been doing it a long time, I just noticed it recently, so I'm kind of hung up on it. I'm looking for a little bit darker value. It really doesn't matter. I need to get.
I kind of sort of need to possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. I don't know what I was going to say. I forgot. Oh, I just need to get some paint down. And I always go for more detail than I intend. Well, not always. Sometimes I intend it. It's kind of that shape there. I might paint it out. There. Got a little bolder. So what's nice about, here's a thought. I don't know if it'll help. So I have a lighter, warmer color. And really I don't know if that's a warm or a cool brown. I would say it's on the warm side compared to black. But I have a dark color. So that's really helpful. Plus black and white. And I also have cool, because this is fairly cool. These are fairly warm. You don't always have to, you can have an all warm painting or an all cool painting as far as color temperature. But I've got everything I need. I don't need more colors. Really, I could just paint it black and white and I wouldn't need any color. What I keep running through my noodle is I want to grab a little quinacridone and put a little pink in the nose. Mm-hmm. There's a little pink.
You want to do it already?
Oh, I've been wanting to do it since I saw it. I'm like, no, do a two-color painting. Let's see if you can see the...
Well, maybe you don't need a glaze.
Oh, we've got Inception going because I had on YouTube.
Oh, I love that.
You can argue there's a little pink in that nose.
Yeah, I see it.
Oops, I just closed the photo. Come on. It's not my iPad, it's me. Okay, get this shape in there. When I trace it on, I'll trace some shapes that are just for color changes, and I can always paint them out. But yeah, I'm painting like I have a very little brush in my hand instead of a big brush in my hand.
Freckle just did one of those big stretches where you like shake, you know?
Oh yeah.
Where you stretch so big that you like vibrate.
Yeah.
Her sunspot's moving. Sorry.
Oh no. I was going to talk about Freckles. Freckles is my cat, and she's laying in the. I have the shades pulled, but she's laying in one of the sunspots in my studio. In our studio,
Your studio.
I said
It's your house. Either way, however
it's
you
my
want to.
house.
But one of my cats, Mango, she's discovered that this time of day, there's or maybe more, yeah, I guess this is after dinner. Like this time, in the laundry room window, the sun hits just right, so that it creates a sunspot in the hall.
Oh.
So she's been laying in the hall.
Yeah. Plus, it'd warm up your LVP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That's probably not dark enough. So I'm finding shapes. I try to get the values right, but I also know that I'll change them. I might change them, or I do change them as I go. I know I want, you probably can't see the whole thing. Oh, yeah, you can see a good chunk of it. I know I want darker down here, which is darker than the photo, but you know, the star of the show is over here. Oh, and then I did put pretty much the face on a third, or that eye, the corner of that eye on a third, on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hear fireworks.
Oh, we just heard fireworks. I doubt they did.
Oh my gosh, they do them at like midnight in my neighborhood. I heard one go off at like 11 or midnight last night.
Not supposed to.
I know. Oh, I heard it in the live. Yeah, I heard it in the live.
Okay, I need to just warm up.
And one of somebody really that one. Someone that's not too far away from us really likes those loud bang ones.
Oh, since you've moved in.
Yeah, they do it every year.
A little lighter.
Maya does not like them.
Well, and it sets off car alarms.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, there's a work truck that's pretty sensitive, so it must shake. I mean, I've driven by that car. There was like some loud car coming up our street that had like a noisy muffler that like vibrates. You feel it kind of almost, you know?
Uh-huh.
And it must have just rattled the car enough that it went off.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like my neighbors are probably like sleeping with their car, so we can just like unlock it, lock it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. I've been out front before, like
with their key fob or whatever.
Yeah,
When you said sleeping with your car, I'm like, what?
Oh, sorry, sleeping with the car keys, like the fob. Yeah. I've literally heard. It wasn't this year. I think like last year, I heard one of those big bang ones went off that would typically rattle the car, and I heard him preemptively lock the car. So I imagine he's just sitting in the house. He hears the bang. He goes, unlock, lock.
It's annoying for the neighbors, but it's also annoying for the owner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of thinking value and brownish. Do you think the grocery store is open tomorrow?
I think they just close early. Okay. I saw a bunch of... Where were we? I don't know where we were, but I kept seeing signs like close at 7 p.m. or something on 4th of July. Yeah, because you typically do your grocery shopping.
Yeah, it's going to grocery shop tomorrow. Oh, see, that needs to be lighter. That's okay. I have a cat hair stuck to my chin. She's still losing all that sort of fluffy under, keep me warm in the winter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm just being fussy. Some days I'm fussy. I'm trying to paint, well, so loose doesn't have to, I mean, fast can really help you. Oh, and I'm saving my white for last, but I did put a little white there and a little white there to help me see the contrast. For me, loose is deliberate so far. And a bigger brush really helps for looser. And then why looser? I'm trying to speed things up, although I'm not at the moment. More paintings. I've said this probably way too many times, but the more paintings I can get done, the more money I can make.
I've been liking your Lucy's, like the Lily. That video is like 2 weeks out, and it's already gone, so we can't even like show it.
Oh yeah, it's at the gallery.
It's at the gallery. But those like that, I love that one. That one's pretty loose for you.
You know the I don't know if I was talking to you. Oh, the person that made the basketball purse that I thought was so cute. Or is so cute. Loved that painting too.
Really?
So I love that one. And I'm like, meh, you know. I mean, I like it, but it's funny. It's like sometimes
it's got to age.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just too close to him for a little while.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's got to like.
Oh, age. Yep.
And then, you know, like a nice cheese, and then you'll like it better.
I mean, that's very true. That's funny. Chris, now I'm going to paint details with this big brush. This will probably be white, but I'm not going to paint it white just yet. Starting to go a little faster. It's kind of graphic. We're teasing it because I can't show you because I hung my show on Sunday. I was just going to take paintings down there, but we have like wall space and hanging panels. They're like 8 feet wide and hang from the ceiling, and I don't know how tall they are. There's 2 rails on them. I'm like, oh, I could hang my art, so I had to come back home and get my tags, which I really didn't mind. I'm glad I did it then. Yeah. Because while I was hanging, I ended up selling 7 paintings, 3 5x7s, 3. I'm gonna assume. Well, it doesn't matter. 3 5x5s and then 12x12.
Hey.
I know. It's like it's so exciting. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, I need it. Yeah, it's like a good annoying in a way, because like you have your show and you don't want to be bare for your show, but the goal in the end is to sell the art. So.
Yeah. Well, and I need to remember. I don't know if this is that interesting to everybody listening, but I need to remember to tell the gallery that. So some artists won't let you take the painting until the show's over, so you buy it and have to come back for it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to make you come back. Some people don't go downtown. They live, you know, an hour away in a different town. I'm getting, probably because I'm talking, I'm getting hung up on this nose piece. I need to let the gallery know that people can take their paintings. Okay, I do get hung up on the detail, even when I'm painting looser. So I had painted this gray and it looked kind of white, but now that I'm getting warmer and whiter, it pushes this back. I don't know if you guys noticed that, or maybe you can't see it in the video, but see the value difference? I know you can see it in the video, but... Okay, let's go back up here. My paints are getting sticky quick.
Yeah.
I turned the fan down and I turned the house fan on. Okay, is that gonna be dark enough? Huh, no.
Yesterday was like beautiful.
Oh, was I think it was muggy, but I wasn't outside a ton yesterday.
Yeah,
I think yesterday well, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
We mowed the lawn yesterday, and I think it was like, I mean, I got a little sweaty.
I might have the wrong day in mind.
Yeah, I get to edge with a weed whacker because we don't have like an edger, and Chase is like, I think you do the lines straighter. So he mows and then I edge at the same time. But
well, that's efficient.
That too, yeah. We get the lawn done in half the time or whatever. You know, if really him, if he were to edge or mow and then edge after. But it was like nice because the one before that, I think it was one of those really hot muggy days where it was like almost 100. I was just like dripping.
Oh gosh,
sweat. It was so hot.
The humidity is so bad.
Yeah. But we did see.
I need to wipe out my brush is too loaded.
We haven't seen him since like the fall last year, which makes sense. But like I figured we'd see him in the spring because we had a pretty dry spring.
Who's him?
Oh, the neighborhood black kitty that we call Binks.
Oh,
we saw him, and I went outside before Chase because usually I'll try. So we're not running into each other. I'll kind of start the edging. So then, like, you know, we're on different paths, and I can kind of, like, start with an area, and then he mows that area. Mm-hmm. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I got outside first, and I'm, like, texting Chase, like, Code Banks, bring the traits. And Chase was a little too slow, and he had, like, gotten down into, like, other neighbors' yards, but Chase went after him and got him and lured him back with the treats, and he's so cute.
Oh, you're going to make friends.
Yeah. I think he's the one that we saw use the bathroom in my front yard.
I think he is the same one. I think he does too. Mm-hmm. He uses your wood chips. And now you're feeding him. Or her. Do you know if it's a him or her?
I think it's a him. I think.
So when I say I'm painting shapes, and then I can kind of blend them and connect them, kind of. Could turn that into a drinking game. That can be one way to solve your painting or to work through a painting. I could let some of the gray show through too. I can come back with the gray also if let's see, I lost where I was while I was talking. Oh, I kind of lost that piece. I'm going to grab a little white. No, it wasn't you. I cannot think. Oh, gosh. I want to keep this shape, I think. I think that's an important one. How do I know it's important? Kind of shapes the eye. I can't quit saying those words.
Kinda.
Yeah. Like, I don't have to get that little brown shape just right. Mm-hmm. Because no one's going to see the reference photo. Okay.
I'm kind of almost done with this color, finally.
Is that Chase's blanket?
Yeah, I slowed down. I was kind of booking through... I think I booked it through the last two colors, or maybe the blue color that I did. But I slowed... And I got halfway through this pink one. Or kind of, I don't know, purpley quinacridone color.
It's a berry magenta.
Yeah, and I slowed down and I've been stuck on this one forever.
Oh, look how busy. Emily made sloppy joes for me the other night. They were yummy.
Oh, I did. Yeah, we
So
hung
yummy.
out.
Oops. I'm telling myself it's okay that isn't actually in the reference photo. Okay, I'm just hung up on detail. Let's what's nice about having different puddles is I'm thinking to myself, let's go a little grayer, a little cooler. Of course, my brush is pretty loaded. I'm gonna dip it and wipe it off on the. Oh, how much time has gone by now?
Oh, you got like 7 minutes to break.
Okay.
A little thank you break.
Let me grab a little gray. Hopefully that's in. Oh, it's a little high. I need to hold it more there.
Booby. Hi, Freckles.
Let's see, is that gonna be? Oh, that's pretty good.
Uh-oh, she wants you.
Oh, she wants me?
Yeah, she wants you.
Oh, hi, honey. We could do that maybe during the break.
You're gonna.
Are you gonna rub your face on the tripod and make it wiggle?
Probably. Her eyes look pretty in that light. I like it. She's kind of got gray, green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might just paint this all in. Well, let me hold it right there. Let me look again in my phone, about right there. I'm trying to remember where that spot is for showing my palette. Nope, that's too dark. My brush isn't terribly mixed. Oh, she's trying to get up.
She's trying.
Hi, honey.
She wants her mom. Mom. Hi.
Oh, she's mad.
Yeah, did she deny you?
I'm painting.
Here, let me finish this row. I'm almost done. If you want to dig in my bag, you can. She likes to get in my little
Freckles.
tote.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Freckles is a medium-haired tortie that we adopted from the Humane Society when Emily was 12.
I think so.
So I think she's 18.
Yeah, we just did, like, they thought she was almost 2. So we hi. So it's just, we just said she would be 2, and oh, she's back for you. Then it's just like she's 10 years younger than me or whatever.
Yeah, easy math.
Easy math. She could be a little younger though, because I swear they said that our girls were almost a year, and they grew so, like, they said they were 11 months. That's like 1 month shy of a year, which we got them at a cat price, not kitten price, but they grew so much. There's no way that I think they were 11 months.
Yeah. No, they were a little younger.
I like that I said 11 months. I just heard myself say 11 months. That's 1 month shy of a year. In case anyone did not know, there are 12 months in a year.
Well, you're crocheting, I assume.
Yeah.
While you're talking, I'm painting. I mean, that's tough brain work.
Tinker said...
Hey, Tinker. I think every time I go, hey, Tinker.
I know you do. Loving the color of the lion in the direction of movement in the background.
Yeah, I was just kind of, none of it's really done. This is starting to come together a little bit. I was finding shapes, and I'm not sure I like these shapes, which I have a strong urge to tell you for some reason. I'm finding values and stuff. I'm trying to paint looser.
Hi.
So we'll see what happens.
Hi. You can dig in my bag. You want to dig?
What's kind of nice is you can get a soft blend by just smearing a little bit of paint. I'm trying to cover up my chalk pastel there. I could kind of leave that gray right in there. What I need to do is maybe look at the stream and do a commercial, or thank you, it's not a commercial, and see what I think. There isn't a dot there, but I think I'm gonna like, well, wait a minute, that's a little strong. I'm gonna leave that there. Sometimes that can be entertaining even though there isn't a dot, and I kind of want to work on the nose. I'm going to stop there for a minute. Now that Freckles, is she settled?
I petted her a little bit. She might go for you again. She didn't really want me. She dug in my bag for a minute.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah.
Dig in the bag. I'm just washing out my brush. I don't really need to. I'm going to spray my paints too. I love this. It's a fine mist. It's a Stay All Night microfine setting mist. It just has water in it.
It'll help your painting stay all night.
But I love how fine of a mist it is.
Honestly, if you just want to dump the product out, I think it's like $6 or like not that much.
It isn't. So you're
not
just
too bad.
Buying water in a fine mister then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of
pretty cheap for a setting spray.
Oh, sweetie, I'm kind of high up. I don't know if you can. Oh, okay. Come on. Come on. Well, you got to get your arms up here so I can grab your pits. I'm talking to the cat. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're having. Oops, sorry. Oh, you don't want to be on camera. Okay. Okay, I just want to take a second. Oh, you know who I don't have for the end, Emily, is Marty.
Oh, I'll get him. Yeah.
I just want to take a second and let everybody know that we have. I think I just counted. We have 9 channel members, which we super appreciate. And Emily added their first names and sometimes last initials.
I think it's first and last initial.
We call it the end slate. So it's the music graphic thing at the end of the videos. It doesn't happen during the lives, but it happens during the videos. So it's just a little way to thank you guys for being channel members. Super appreciate it. And then I wanted to thank Marty L for sending, Freckles is really helping me. Oh no, don't. She's slipping off. Sending money, Marty L for sending money through PayPal. Thank you, thank you. And then someone from Brandon, it said Brandon MB Canada, bought 2 Winnie the Pooh handtails. One has the big red balloon, and the other one is the woozle hunting, and those are from the 1926. Oh gosh, I can't think of the illustrator's name. They're in the public domain, and I did
E.H.
Shepherd. Thank you. They're in the public domain, so we did some. I think they were lives.
Yeah, they were live.
YouTube videos. The traceables are probably in my Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. If anybody's interested in those, I've sold quite a few of those. I don't know if my face and my nose is in frame there.
I didn't even think about those. Would be I could see those selling well on your
Well,
little.
and I've sold
thing.
several handhelds, so I bet they're buying them for like a kid's bathroom.
Yeah.
Do you want to go over here? I just let Freckles go onto a folding chair next to me.
And while we're on, doing our little break, Chase sent $9.99 with his go emoji and 2 firework emojis.
Ooh,
in the chat.
thanks, Chase. Happy 4th of July. Oh, now she wants in the windowsill and I have the shade down.
Oh. Do you want me to put it up? It's
Sure.
probably low enough.
Yeah. No, the sun, we won't have any sunspots. Yeah, it's low.
Yeah. Oh, and then Susie says, she is so pretty.
Oh, did you get to see her? Here she
Yeah,
comes
she was
back.
kind of in. Hi, Franco. Come here. Here you go. Here you go.
I don't know what I'm watching. I need to paint. I'm watching the cat activity. Oh, here, I want to look at the live stream, see how because that'll help me step back from the...
Friend, you can climb up there now. Do you not want up there?
Oh, I think that's working. It's a little distorted because of the angle. It's like down and left. And
Do you want me to, I could straighten it a little bit.
No, it's okay. That's okay. I'm getting basic shapes, which is what I'm looking for.
Right,
I guess they're not
cool.
that basic, but there's, there's a big gray area here. Come on, Freckles. Usually she wears out.
She's digging. Here, I'm going to move the camera to see Franco. Hi, Franco.
Should I turn her around? I've got my palette.
She hates being on camera. It's like she knows. I swear she's in the witness protection program or something. Hi, Franco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she does not like... she knows when people take photos of her. Hi.
Why don't you hop down?
Come here.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Em. Thank you,
Here,
thank you,
I'll move
Em.
this back fast.
Oh, yeah, you do kind of see her. She's about the same colors as the lion, just darker.
Yeah. She is very lion. You lioness.
Okay. Let's go back to my
Hey, Freckles.
reference photo here. Okay. And you could, I will smooth this out some, even though I'm talking about painting looser. You don't have to. You can leave it. But I realize, like, this might not bother me so much once I get more of the face in. And then I've painted the eye a little bit lighter than it is. More yellow. Here, I'll show you the eye if I'm talking about it. Oh, let's get the YouTubes off to the side so it's not so weird. It almost looks a little green in this one. I think they're gold. We'll see. I usually work light to dark on an eye. I get some color on it, and then I painted it that color, and then went darker and darker, and then put a pupil in. There is kind of a pupil right underneath the eyelashes. Be right in there. I think I'm going to cover most of it up. But it's in there in case it shows more. Okay. I don't know if that's, what is it, TMI, too much information? It might be TMI.
5.
Oh, I was going to grab, well, let's do this first. I was going to grab a little smaller brush and work around the nose. I had a light area here, but it's all gone now because I've gone up in value. but let's do this so I don't forget. Of course, I won't forget to come back and put in the eyelashes and the lids. I could even put a little there. Okay, what shape is that? Maybe we need to round it a little bit. Okay, that was probably not necessary, but I don't know. It's kind of like driving before MapQuest and Google Maps, and I mean, I kind of knew where I was going, and you could figure it out from the address and all that, but sometimes I'd go, whoop, wrong street. I have to turn around. A little bit like painting. Sometimes you just have to turn around and try again. Oh, it's about right here. I decided. Okay. I really like his nose. Oh, I need a name, a title. I haven't posted like on Facebook. That was fun. And I just post title ideas and people come up with the best. And I'd write them all down, so I am using them, like, because I paint similar birds again. And I'm going to paint this one. And, oh, that's not bringing it up in value. I don't know if that's going to really bring it up. Let's see. Sometimes another coat will bring it up. There, that's a little better.
Do you think you're going to stick with that brush size for a while?
Maybe.
Okay, I might zoom in a little bit.
Oh, well, I'm going to move around, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm putsy tonight. I think it's because I was working on that little Eurasian blue titmouse painting.
Uh-oh. You told me not. And it's not a mouse.
Oh, it's not a mouse.
Sorry.
A Eurasian blue tit.
Yeah, is it? I thought the blue came first. Either way.
No, I think Eurasian comes first.
Oh, okay.
What I'm going to like about the lion is he's got whiskers. We'll kind of put one in. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I like the he's got like chubby cheeks. The photo you showed me when I called. He's got cute chubby cheeks.
The lion?
Oh, sorry, the bird. I was just heard the bird in my ears.
Oh yeah, I made his cheeks extra chubby. Sometimes not really on purpose. I need to go bigger brush here, I think. Okay, I'm gonna back up to where I was gonna work on the nose. Oh, that might be a good color right there. Or good value, really, would be more accurate. I'm in the details tonight. I'm gonna bring this a little bit out. So I like painting the dots even if I paint over them. Now, it might be a little soon to show you, but like I can glaze over them and push them back. I think you can see that. Okay, let's go bigger brush now that I'm not. I might want to round this a little bit though before I. And then is this okay? Oh, this needs a little more. See, now I'm getting, I don't need to. It'd probably be fine how I have it. I'm getting a little, maybe too focused on the reference photo. For looseness. Actually, I think this is a structure thing. I think that goes a little bit more that way. Okay, let's go back to a big brush. Oh yeah, so I always feel I'm like, artists say a lot, and they're absolutely right. Work big shapes to small, but man, I feel better when I get the face in, or I get the eye in, or the shape of the nose. I just like, okay, I'm safe. Like, it's gonna work. And so I tend to, which is also, if you want to paint looser, just paint like the side of the face or the whole shape of the face, and then work in on it. I still don't do that. But that's another way to be loose, is big shapes to little shapes. I think we'll keep this warm-ish. What's nice is the gray's going to cool it down a little bit for me.
Oh, they're kind of blue jay looking-ish.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like the yellow belly.
Yo, it's a pretty bird.
It's so cute.
I Googled, so we're talking Eurasian blue tit, right? I Googled, and it said there have been sightings of them in Indiana and Iowa, which is interesting. Like, how did they get there?
Yeah.
And there are probably other places. That's just like what the AI thing that there's now.
Oh yeah,
pops up
that
with.
like synopsis at the top. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me grab this color. It's a little grayer. I just keep smearing right on my edge. It dries quick, so I can keep mixing over the same area. It's darker than I wanted. Okay, let's go a little. I suppose if I wanted to demo painting looser, it would be the hair rather than the face.
They're kind of your perfect bird shape.
Oh, they're cute.
Yeah. Oh, that's a yummy one. I assume this is like winter time, the one I found.
I think they might be winter birds. I mean, all year birds, like cardinals. I don't know. I didn't read the detail. So here it can be kind of fun to put some brushstroke direction in there.
That'll be cute.
That's a little light. It might be okay. I'm losing my dots big time now. I'm losing, well, I don't know if I mind. I might just leave that. I can't really see it either. I do go in the weeds because it pops into my mind and I don't want to forget about it. Okay. Oh yeah, it'll be fun to put in all the whiskers. How low can I go? I'm going to work on the chin. Is Em going to get mad at me if I move the camera?
Do you want me to do it?
Sure.
Or you got it? Nancy says, your lion is beautiful with a butterfly emoji, a smiley face with the hearts emoji, and another butterfly emoji.
Wow, thank you so much. It's coming together. It's amazing how it looks less awkward when you start to build the face. So I put in some grays down here, which might be too dark, but it helps. Here, I probably should just show you the reference photo. It'll help define the chin. And if I mess it up, I can always put them back. So I just wiggled some grays in there, right here. And that's actually how I'm hoping to paint it, how loose that is. But I think I need to get my structure and some of my values in there for me to relax a little. Kind of have to work with your, well, you do have to work with your personality and temperament. That's what's so fun about art, though, is everybody does it a little differently. Okay, I'm gonna, just because it'll be fun, oh, that's too light. And it might not have been, it just scared me. That can be really fun. It'd be quicker if I did like a fat stroke. Oh, actually, that's kind of nice. I feel like I'm breathing like right into the microphone. Here's where we can let some of the background come through. And if you overpaint it, you can come back and just put in the darker value again. It's okay. So this is not quite white. Yeah, so this is going to be the fun stuff. For me. Yeah, she's loosening up, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Can we see down that far? I should probably come back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the bottom of the canvas.
Oh, okay. Well, and I could see how that's fading. It's a soft edge because of the value and the thinness of the paint. It's the same. Yeah, as it dries. I was going to say something different. Never mind. That could be kind of nice. I should leave that. So I should leave that because it can be kind of nice to have soft edges or even lose the edge. I had that dark line and now I've softened it up, and then you can sometimes just I grabbed white. I don't know if I needed to. Sometimes even a stronger stroke, you can just kind of cross it, which makes it more of a shadow. That's not a good example. That didn't work so well. Let's see. I want darker color. Can we still see here? Yeah, I think we can. Oh, I still went darker. I'm going to wipe my brush off. Grab some of my gray. Oh, it's probably down here now. Oh, it's pretty much the background color.
You're just so good at color matching.
Yeah. Well, I put some burnt umber in here, but it just isn't. This is just black and white. It's not a whole lot different. I can see it right on top of it, but the burnt umber, I didn't put enough burnt umber to make a difference. It's not wrong. I just didn't quite get it. But I can, now you can't see it. Here, let's go a little darker. Oh, there's a nice freckle hair after all that fiasco. Black is really strong. I'm gonna grab a little of that color, even though that's really strong. Let's oh, I was worried about not being I was worried about it being too dark. Oh, you still can't see it. I'm struggling with my values. Try this. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is put in some darker than what's there and then come back. Oh, and see, I could get into painting. I'm not painting every hair, but boy, am I getting into all those little strokes, which may or may not end up looking loose depending on how I end up dealing with it.
Don't tempt you with a good time with painting in the weeds.
Oh, I like the weeds. So I grabbed a little darker color on the corner of my brush. I'm gonna I should maybe name this How to Paint Long Fur and Short Fur. I'm just looking for a lighter. Okay. So they've got, I don't know if I'm going to get them in and if I need to get them in, but there's like hair flips. It's probably way too soon for it. I'm definitely getting in the weeds. That'll remind me it's there though. All right, let's go. You know, I don't mind. It's kind of a big stroke, but I don't know if I mind that. On the chin. But it should be pretty dry. So I just kind of wiped off my brush. Actually, I'm gonna, let's see if I can get it a little cleaner, just so I don't pick up quite so much of what's in my brush. With a bigger brush, it can be harder to make subtle value changes and mixes because unless you clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with this, oh, I covered up more than I wanted to, I think. Oh, that's fun. It might be too light. So part of my problem is I'm off to the right. I would stop the video and I think I can do it. I think I might just stamp it.
Ooh.
Oh, and it did nothing. There. It doesn't have to. And then we could, actually, let's go. Oh, nothing happened. Those are kind of fun, actually. And then I'm going to cross one. Oh. That's one way to get it done if you can't swipe it. Just stamp it. Oops. I think I should probably just leave it alone. Okay, I might still be okay. I'm going to grab a little straight up white, even though I said I was saving my white for last, just to see if I can bring up the value a little more. It'll make his chin a little rounder. A couple layers will do the trick too. You might need a couple layers of white. That's how thin you paint. As I get it, like this is getting a little thicker. And it's not completely smooth, but I think sometimes I'll smooth it out. But I think we're gonna be okay. Just so I can paint over it, I put the thicker in once I've decided I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really saving my white for last because I'm getting into it. Ooh, he doesn't really have that, but I might leave that mistake. Yeah, I should either go smaller brush or straighten it out myself out so I'm over. Oh, maybe I can get my face behind my phone. Okay, there's like a little... Oh, that's kind of fun. It's a little sticks out too far. Kind of flattened his face. Do I mind it? Is it too off structure is what I'm asking myself. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I mind it. That's what's nice about having the background painted a couple days ago. So I can pretty much wash off if I don't wait too long. Okay, I kind of like the angle a little bit. I'm going to grab a little black. Oh, is that in frame? It's not, well, it is kind of in the reference photo. I'm going to exaggerate that a little bit. Oh, and it can be fun. You can like get some fun hairs going. I could go crazy with the black. All right, I don't know if you can see this during the live. This might be too much detail. Okay, that's wet, so I have to be careful, but then I'm gonna just lay some thick white down. Yeah, I like that angle better. It's fussy. Your lines don't always have to connect. I don't know if you can see those skinny little lines skip. So that punch of white should even be lighter than that, which is fun. Put a little punch of white, thick white there. And then we can kind of come, I'm getting in the weeds, Em.
I love your weeds.
Well, as long as I'm working on some value changes.
I love his chin. It looks fluffy.
So I'm just thin white. Bring that up a little. Maybe just like a couple little, really shouldn't be in the details yet. But to me, that's the fun.
Yeah. I was wondering why, why don't I hear you anymore? I always do that. I close my phone. Because I'm like, oh, why is it still open? And then it turns you off.
I shouldn't probably say this because I'll jinx it, but we went dark a couple lives ago.
I know, that was so weird.
It was weird. I just don't want white. But we could throw in, as long as I'm doing this detail, and I think you guys can they see it pretty well, Em? Here.
The whole mouth, like, basically to the eye, basically bottom of the eye. You can see a little above the eye, like to the top of the eye, but we'll just say bottom of the eye all the way to the bottom.
Oh yeah, they're pretty close. Oh yeah, they can see it. I just, okay. I just went to the, like this is way too soon, but let's put one in. And it's okay if they're thick. You just don't put in as many. If you want them thinner, just grab a little water matte medium.
Ooh.
Roll your brush. It's still, I could tell, just it's a little thick. It'll flow better, and then a light touch. You can practice like on a, it'll drag more on a piece of paper, but you could practice on a piece of paper or something. But for me, putting in some of the, so I'm going to overdo it. Like I have 2 dots, some swipes. Let's cross one. And then not make them the same length. You could use a little fuzzy up in here. Is that too much? Am I too... I'm kind of just talking to myself here. Maybe I'll just spot it. That's fun. That's fun. Really soon, but it makes me happy. Soon meaning, you know...
Like you may end up painting that out.
Yeah, because I don't think the value is going to be wrong because this is one of my lightest areas of the paintings. And another light area is over here. Oh, you can kind of see my hand. So I should be safe. And the only reason I just kind of like yell at myself is because other artists are right in saying, you know, save it for last. Work your big shapes. You'll paint faster if you work your big shapes first. If that's something you want to do, you don't have to paint fast at all. I'm just going to try to squiggle a little. There. That's a nice mark. Here, so I'm backing up on my brush. I'm going to grab some water so it flows a little. I'm going for a clean area in my paint pile. All that is, I'm trying to feel the paint. All that overdone looks like mixing. It's just, I'm just trying to feel it. Sometimes you don't. You have to try it again. Oh, actually, let's, forgot what I was going to do. I think it was there. I'm kind of shaping, I'm shaping the chin. I said kind of again. And then there's a nice, let's shape this a little bit. It's too light. Ooh, that was a bad stroke. That's okay, we'll kind of clean it up. This time I mean kind of. It's too light, but according to my reference photo, it's too light, but I think we might be okay. Just gonna kind of scribble. Oh, that's lovely when I back up, when I straighten up. I might be too dark here or off, but I don't know. I think maybe we'll, yeah, I'm trying to look. So there's kind of this shape, kind of, honey.
I don't think, like, I haven't noticed it until you repeat the.
Until I get mad at myself,
yeah.
So I need to stop being mad at myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab some gray. So I tend to get picky about the structure, and you really don't need to be as picky as I am. Maybe if I just soften this, we'll just do a couple of swipes. Give him a little bit rounder chin, so I'm kind of picturing this shape. There, I think that's better. He doesn't have a shadow here. I'm going to soften it a little bit. And sometimes you see I swipe and nothing happens. It's because I'm going for a lighter touch. All right, so now this kind of bugs me, but I think it's going to be okay. Because a big stroke in there. Oh, that was kind of fun. Hopefully that was a little helpful or interesting. Or oh, I'm having thoughts of pink nose again. I could put a little yellow on it, but I don't know if that would make sense. Or yellow oxide. It's not yellow. Okay, I think I'm going to move up. Do you want to move it or do you want...
Oh, yeah, I'll move. What you gonna focus
How much
on?
time do we have? Oh, I got a half an hour.
You still got time. Aw, Freckle is so tall. She's so long. Where are you going to?
I'm gonna go here. I might go there. So maybe a little more than my hand. Or plenty, that's, you know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I'm looking down at it, I want to do more around the mouth, but I think...
If I see you straying, I'll
Yeah.
try and...
That's so fun. And it's loose. Okay. The critic pops out more than the creative, and that's okay. You can hear it while I'm chatting away. Trying to decide what color. I think we want warmer. Maybe I'll go even a little yellow. Ooh, that's dry and sticky feeling. I dip my brush in dirty water. I have 2 jars off to my right. Sometimes I want clean to get the brush clean. But for the most part, I use dirty water. You can do whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that. Probably because I'm not sure what I want to do. All right, can you see? Oh, we might need to go a little higher.
Do you want me to scoochie? Or you got it?
Okay, I'm gonna go here. Make sure I can see it. Sorry for the wiggling. Or you know what, let's just back up a little. Emily just got overridden with her decision, and I didn't give her good guidance. Let's do some of these big ones. I like the little stick out ones. And that's not even gonna hardly show. My paint's thin. You can kind of see the gray coming through it, and if I wipe it, maybe you can see the gray even a little more coming through. Just to let you know how thin that is. Maybe go a little. So I'm painting above my shoulder, which I don't recommend. You could move your chair up, move your easel down. I'm going to paint with the corner so I can control that a little bit better. I'm trying to figure out what this does. Maybe just paint the big shape. Listen to myself. Oh yeah, that kind of works. Do you see my handshake in there? Any of you that have handshakes? It happens.
I love this. I love the crazy hairs.
Am I getting too high again?
I don't think so.
I think I might be.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very last stroke, you're a little high. But
Yeah. Do you want to fix it?
Mm-hmm. Now you need me.
Well, I felt like I stepped on your toes a little. And see, I'm kind of going over that shape, but that's okay. We can come back and...
There you go.
It's not bad, actually. We could come back and kind of bury it. You know, come back with some darker. Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I could leave it thin, too, and then, like, leave... Oh, that might be an idea. I didn't really do it here. But, like, leave this thicker paint and leave this thinner. That could be kind of fun. Should have thought of that a while ago. Still could. So there's this big shape here, but it's also broken up by some other shapes, so you can get as detailed as you want. There's kind of this in here. And then there's kind of that. And then I've got that one. And then it gets darker. Darker and deeper. That might be too dark. We'll find out. Oh, the sun came out, made it really hard to see my iPad. Mr. Sun. I lost where I was. Maybe here. Okay, so that's that. Oh, here maybe. Let's do that. You don't have to follow. I kind of try to follow it, and then I will go off course when I feel like I've got decent looking hair. Oops, there was a hole there that I just made lighter because my brush is dirty. Let's see, it's kind of, I'm having a really hard time. Maybe if I do this. There we go. That's the downside of an iPad for a reference photo. Oh, maybe this. Maybe, okay. Okay, this goes like that, kind of. I'm not gonna like this for a while. I need to puzzle it out so I can see it better. There's kind of a triangle shape right here. It does help to paint the holes. Yeah, holes is fine, if you understand what I mean by that. There's like a, let's go a little darker. This could be hard. And there might be an easier way to do it. If you guys find one, just, I don't know, let me know, post it in the comments for everybody else. I suppose it would be easier if I did, like I was trying to do here, and I did it a little bit, I need to find places to set things down. So I was kind of on the right track here, where it's just a kind of a big solid shape, and then come back and put some things in. Up here, I don't know, it's okay, but I kind of went the other direction. But that also helps me kind of remind me, like, okay, bigger strokes. I was also talking in the beginning, oh, there'll be a full video if I didn't mention that really I should paint his mane with this brush. It's just a little hard sometimes to mix and get in there. But I might come back and get rid of a lot of this detail with this big brush once I have the confidence. A little bit like driving in the neighborhood when you're a new driver rather than the highway or the busy streets. Okay. So this was really nice. I could keep working on that to build up my confidence. Oops. Just not quite the value I wanted. Maybe I'll just take some gray. Too light. Take some of this color. It really feels like putting a puzzle together to me, though. I don't know if it does to you guys. There, I kind of have, I can work on it, but I kind of have that. Could be done. Just kind of swipe a little. See if I can fade it out. How does that look? So I'm looking at this. Oh, I shut the stream. I left myself. I don't want last week tonight. I want me. You guys watch that show? I think it's on HBO.
Which one?
Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that looks decent. Oh, I might change it a little bit because I need to step back. All right, let's work on that some more. That was a good. Let's play a little more. I said I could leave it lighter, and no, I'm not. And thinner. I meant thinner, not lighter. Okay, but I do think I want to leave. Oh, here, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I want to do that. I'm thinking, how dark is it right here? Actually, it's pretty dark in here. It's a little hard to see how it goes in his head. That might make sense. It might not. I might be overdoing it. How do you know? I step back and look at it and see what occurs to me. Practice, which is very unsatisfying answer. If someone had said that to me and I was a newer painter, I'm like, great. Especially if you're not like an athlete and know that you go to practice every day and you don't think you're improving, then you look back and you're like, wow, I'm better. Music, piano player, that kind of thing. I feel like I have a little bit of library voice, Em.
You do. Bob Rossi.
A little Bob Rossi.
Mm-hmm.
I realize I kind of want to lighten that a little bit right here. But see, I can get looser because I've got the structure in there now. I got stuff that makes me feel safer. Isn't that funny? It just works for me. So I'm just trying to make it look, well, actually that might be okay. You know, it wasn't the value I wanted. I'm just trying to kind of, well, now I'm blending it out. I'll swipe it all out. Let's try this again. There's like a little triangle right there that I'm kind of fussing about. Let's just leave that. All right, I'm going to go back and look at the live stream. I think as I come around, I mean, this is going to be detailed kind of like this. I don't know how detailed. I don't know if I'll be this detailed as, oh, you can't see the chin, as the chin we did. But I think I'm going to be looser as I get away from this face. Or less detail, maybe is a better way to describe that. Oh, that's looking decent. It's still not quite where I will like it. That's getting there. It's making the loose, I think, the loose strokes fun. What do we need? I'm going to grab a little bit of my straight up yellow out of the tube, Oxide. I think I want to round it. Maybe fatten that. That's not doing anything. There's a lot, for me, there's a lot of misfires. Like, oh, nothing happened. Maybe lighten it a little more. Oh, that's scaring me. Oh, I think that is what I need to do, though. And this is really light. Let's, that sun's heating up my lap.
Is it? Do we close the window now she's gone?
Oh, no, I think we're about done. We've got 15 minutes. Like, I can feel it.
Is it, are you getting cooked? Here, it won't be. It's easy to just pop up.
So now I'm bringing up the values.
There.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I see literally the shade.
Oh, thank you. I said no, but thank you. That's,
Yeah.
It's getting hot.
You're steaming over there.
I am steaming. My hand's getting red. Okay, let's, oh, I want to be in front of it. I could just save it for off camera later. I'm going to wipe off my brush and try this again. If you get frustrated, work on a different area you're painting. It does help. It helps me. There. I kind of want to, you know what? Let's go to my number 4 round. And I'm going to clean out my brush so it's not so loaded. I prefer a thinner brush quite often so I can get thin lines. Okay, so now I can, that's something nice about acrylic because I can lay my hand on it. It's dry. Dry enough. Oh, it's not dry there. I could feel it. There. I just kind of wanted to crisscross it a little. All right, how does that look?
I really like his hairs. I love the ones in the front. Kind of closest ones to his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun. This is still bothering me a little bit, but I probably should move on. Probably should get his face done. Really, you should kind of do everything loose and then come back and tighten things up. But I like to also entertain myself. I don't, the fun part like is the chin. This is fun. I work with the values and like these strokes don't connect, but you still see, you'll see these as in the sun and these going down into his head more in the shadow, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's quite that way in the reference photo. It's lighter, but I might leave it. Of course, now that I've seen it, I can't help but muck with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's lighter than I want. Let's go pretty much straight up. Yellow oxide. I kind of like that mark. I'll leave it. And I could transition it just a little bit with another value. So this is what I mean, like when I would say in videos, I'm painting with layers. So now it's a softer transition, if you can see it. Or if you understand what I'm... Oh, see, now I'm like, okay, this needs to come up.
Give him a little ombre hair.
Yeah, but that's how, like, you don't have to get it all right and all the right values all the way through. You can just come back. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm thinking, what's bugging me here. Let's work on that one. Is that one still in frame? Yeah, it is. Okay, the value is more important than the color. Here, is this going to be light enough? I just think it's not. You'll get better. I keep getting better at seeing values and what I want to do. A gray palette can help you. I think it's going to be too light. As I hold it up there. Mm-hmm. Let's try this again. I help you see values a little bit better when you're mixing. But you can get used to about anything. Oh, that's too light, I think. It's going to dry down, especially if I smear it. So that's kind of like chin hairs now. I'm getting fussy, but I like it. That blended, that pushed the stroke. It just erased it basically because it's like negative painting because it's so close to the background color. So we could do that here. Let's do it here. If we don't, well, I like that though. Let's do it here. I've given him more hairs than he really has there. So we can negative paint. Well, let's give him a little hole so you can see it. That's like a tree hole, sky hole. Isn't that interesting? It's not quite the same, so I'm gonna blend it in, which it didn't really do. Okay, it took me a little while to warm up, but I warmed up. Oh, thank you for shutting that.
Yeah.
It's so much cooler. Okay, so this is kind of, I don't know if this is gonna be the right, oh, I think that'll work. Right value, right idea. Kind of want to give him a little more forehead. I think I could get away with it and it'd be fine, but I don't think I'm a foot from my canvas. I'm right on top of it. Well, you could tell how choked up I am on my brush too. Does choked up make sense? Like if you're batting, you choke up on a bat, you're closer to the end of the bat, and if you back off, you're... And here's where layers help you too, because like I'm actually doing a color change, even though it's not a value change. And I pretty much lost that right there, but I think I like that. It's a fairly soft edge. But what I really need to do is step back and see if any of that was necessary. I'll end up painting a lot of things I really didn't need to paint. I'm going to go a little lighter. So I'm going in this fur direction. Cross the line a little bit if you want to break that line I painted. That's pretty much how you paint it. But since it's so big, we're going to do a lot of that everywhere. Oh, I could come here. So I kind of have this solid color. It's not super solid, but oh, I just got paint down here because I'm so close. I'm just going to take a clean brush, wash it off. I don't know if you can even see any of that. Okay. So if we wanted to get into the weeds with how his fur looks, we still can't really see it. I could put in some little dabs. A little dab will do you. I don't know if it really needs it. I don't think it's really showing because my brush isn't doing what I want. I see a shape that I kind of missed. I'm gonna bring it like kind of a triangle shape in there. Add a little texture. I don't know if that makes sense. Probably not as good as the demo as the long hair. But that is how you paint short furs. Everything's brush stroke direction eventually. And then how much detail you want to put into it. So now I kind of want to put a little detail down here. I'm just going to kind of dab. I think that'll work better. And then try to make it random. I just made it all the soldiers lined up. I got a little oops, but I like it. Okay, how much time? 7 minutes. I might. I'm looking at the reference photo, my head's swiveling. What's interesting is he has, oh, can you see it down here? He's gonna have white whiskers, so they must come out and catch the sun. That'll be fun to put in. So how many times have I lightened this up? Oop, nothing's coming off. I'm gonna grab some straight up white on the corner of my brush. Let's try this again. I'm going to take a brush instead of my finger. And you can kind of blend in the backside. My brush is wet. There's lots of ways to shade. I've got kind of a straight line here. I've lost some of his structure a little bit. I think this needs to come out. Am I right? Okay. It does. I think it needs to come out kind of like that. Mm. And I don't know if anybody's going to notice in the long run. That might be a good thing, might not be. I'll take a little white. It is pretty white in the reference photo. Oh, I kind of painted outside the lines, which might be okay. I think that's the lightest part of his eye. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. Change the lighting a little bit. I'm fussing with the shape of it. Oh, the sun went behind a cloud.
It did.
I think that might be pretty good for that. And I think I'm going to stop there because I don't know where I'm going to go next. I'm going to see what time. Are we about at an hour and a half?
We've got 7 minutes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stop there.
That's fine. I'm trying to put out a fire anyway.
Oh.
That's why I got quiet.
For somebody else?
Yeah.
Do you want me to stall? I can paint.
No. Because I told them that I have to wait 10 minutes to get on a call or whatever.
Okay.
But
yeah, my paints are getting dry. The fan's blowing. And I mean, I could work on it more, but I'm at a good stopping point. And then I would normally go get a cup of tea, go do something, go get a piece of chocolate. That's always a good idea. Just to get away from it and walk back in and see what occurs to me.
Mm-hmm.
I take a lot of breaks. Stand up just for my own. I don't know. A lot of you guys don't. Probably be like, I get stiff, so I can stand up and work the kinks out. I don't know if can they see this part of the chin? I need Artie.
Oh, yeah. No. Here. I'm going to actually zoom out just so you can also see the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Susie says he's just fantastic.
He's starting to really come together. I'm liking him, and he, I really could leave some of this pretty darn loose. But like, I'm gonna want to pull out a couple of these dots I made. I don't know if you can see them anymore, but just for fun, for giggles.
Hang on, I'm gonna get the whole thing in there. There you go.
But yeah, I'm kind of glad
I love
did
his
that.
chin hairs.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That chin's probably done.
Chin hairs and then his little fronts.
And I exaggerate here. As long as we're talking about that, we're gonna end up going hour and a half when I chat.
Mm-hmm.
So his chin doesn't quite have that triangle shape. And I might change it, but sitting close, I really like it. It's a little bit flatter. Here. If you can see it. It's not as deep. I have mine going deeper. But I like it. We'll see if it makes the lion look funny or like its lower jaw's too far forward, which it could be, but I'll fix it. But for now, I like it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy hanging out with you, and I'm much better at chatting and painting than I was. Gosh, even just a few months ago.
We've said it before, but all of a sudden it just clicked for you.
But we can also chat about other fun things too.
Yeah.
We like it all. Mm-hmm. Super, super appreciate your support. It just means the world to us. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.